want to go on a rant here. What the hell does rant mean?
And finally, episode 40. We're so close to finding our voice. We're very, very close.
We're getting there.
And then we're going to quit because once you hit episode 46, you've peaked and you're done.
Once you find your voice, you quickly just need to tap out, bow out. Can't get any better.
I had multiple people complain that we didn't have an episode last week, so I'll let you apologize. Multiple people were like, "What the hell's happening?" And I was like, "No, we're taking a week off. Relax."
100% my fault.
People were worried.
I was traveling for work.
People were legitimately worried. I was like, "We've still been tweeting and stuff. We're still alive."
Geez, did they think we broke up?
No,
what, like the Beatles?
Randy was worried that something happened to you. I'm like, check Twitter and stuff. He's still around. We're still talking. We're still posting. Just no episode.
Oh, that's funny. I was traveling for work, and it just it did not work out because I was having some long ass days with travel.
So
we were back. We were ready to rearing.
I have no idea if I didn't remember what the unusual death was after a week. After 2 weeks, not a chance.
So it was a recent one. It was from 2019. It was Yulia Sharko from Belarus.
Not ringing any bells. It's been too long.
So it was her 21st birthday, and she tried to pull her kid out of the window of her car, and the kid accidentally turned the window up, and she died. So first of all, if your window is partly open, why are you trying to like squeeze your body in to pull the kid out? It's a 2-year-old child. It's not like a freaking potato. Like, open the door, you jackass.
I don't. Maybe it was locked. I don't know the logic behind it or
why.
So
I found a bunch of articles. So let's see. The first one: young mother died on her 21st birthday after getting her neck wedged in the closing window of her family's BMW. It was a half-open front window seat, half open, halfway. Okay. At the moment that she started going in, the child pressed the automatic switch, closing it, which garroted the mother, says the report citing law enforcement.
There's no automatic switch in the back seat. The fuck?
It was front seat. She was in the front seat. First of all, why is your kid in the front seat?
Why was there a child in the front seat? Maybe they must have just been like parked and not been driving and not in a car seat or something like that.
Her husband
just opened the door.
Exactly. I don't understand that, especially if it's a half-open window. But husband found the mother unconscious soon after the freak accident. Let's see. It goes on to say that he broke the jammed window to release her. Couldn't just undo the window. And he pulled her quote-unquote lifeless body from the car. He called emergency services. She died 8 days later, having suffered asphyxia leading to brain damage. So she was brain dead from it.
Did nobody have the keys? Like, what are you guys doing?
It makes no sense. Her brain suffered irreversible damage due to clamped arteries. She never regained consciousness. Then I found a bunch of articles basically being like, this seems rather suspicious. So reading some of this, let's see. Have you ever tried to lift a 25-pound bag of ice out the front seat of your car through a halfway open window? Imagine how difficult it would be to lift, let alone squeeze through an opening that is smaller than the bag. Now imagine that bag with arms and legs, or better yet, imagine if it could walk. Why would a mother try to lift a toddler out of a car window instead of opening the fucking door? Answer, she won't, because it makes no sense. So pretty much there's all these conspiracy theories that the husband murdered her, like strangled her to death, and then posed the whole scenario.
There's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 deaths since Helena Hutchins got shot that are on this list already.
Really? Wasn't the
I can't believe she already got shot like almost a year ago. It's October of 2021. It feels like it was fucking like 2 months ago.
That's insane.
What year was this fucking car death lady?
2019, September of 2019. It just makes no sense. It just seems so suspicious and weird that why I don't understand why you would not try to open the door, unlock the door. Why go through the window?
Did they not investigate it? Was it locked? Was the fucking, were the keys gone?
Police just said it was an accidental death. Like, it just seems all suspicious. Belarus police, I got some questions, guys. I got some questions.
What a fucking idiots. Yeah, fucking, maybe I'll do There's a lot of unknowns. There's 3 unknowns that have happened since October of last year. Maybe we'll do one of those.
Ooh.
Already looking ahead because we got nothing.
I did find this interesting story I needed to share with you. The title is U.S. Murder Suspect Calls Cops to Complain About Cold French Fries.
Did they know he was did he know he was a suspect?
Well,
did he know he was being looked into?
This was the article is actually from last Tuesday. A Georgia man who called police to complain about his cold French fries quickly found himself back in jail when police realized he was wanted on an outstanding warrant related to a murder case.
I would hope he did not realize that. Also, why are you calling the cops on cold French fries? Maybe just ask for new French fries?
Antoine Sims, 24, called 911 to complain that staff at a McDonald's in Kennesaw, Georgia, refused to fix his fast food order and asked him to leave the restaurant after a confrontation.
Well, as long as they refuse to fix it, then you got to call 911. Cold
When
French fries
officers
is unacceptable.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they were closing and they didn't want to turn the fryers back on.
My last McDonald's, I got McDonald's yesterday. I just got fries, and they were like overcooked fries, so they were all like crunchy. And I was like, "This is really odd," because McDonald's is never like this. So I was
the salt on point at least?
Yeah, but I didn't think once to call the police.
So when officers responded to the call, they heard both Sims and a staff member share their sides of the story. However, body cam footage captured by police and shared with the Journal-Constitution shows Sims gets visibly nervous when asked to come back inside the restaurant and sign an acknowledgement of the events.
Well, yeah, he knows.
He's heard asking if he's under arrest.
Idiot.
And then he said that he's just afraid of the police because he just did 3 years. One of the officers tells him that he'll help walk him through the paperwork.
Do they not ID him? Like, what are you doing, guys? The first thing you're supposed to do is get their IDs.
He goes, I know how to fill it out. Am I under arrest? Yes, you are, the officer answers. I called the police, he shouts back. And then the officer says, well, you shouldn't do that if you have a warrant. I mean, that's valid. From there, Sims can be seen sprinting away from the scene. So you're having this conversation and the guy's not even within like arm distance of you to grab him. Idiot.
Well, I assume he started running away.
As police followed in pursuit, one of the officers searched Sims' last name in the police database and saw there was a warrant out for his arrest. He faces a murder charge for the 2018 death of a woman found in a burning car, but was a no-show at the court date. Why? First of all, so if he's facing a murder charge for something that happened in 2018, why was he not in jail awaiting trial and he was expected to show up for court?
He got bailed out, I assume. But if he's complaining about cold fries, it doesn't seem like he'd have enough money to bail himself out.
That's true. Sims was one of the 3 people charged in connection with the murder after he allegedly drove the dead woman to a nearby subdivision and lit the car on fire with her body inside after she was hit by gunfire that broke out while she was purchasing marijuana from him.
We've all been there.
They chased him for 20 minutes before locating him. They used a stun gun. So Sims was out on a $275,000 bond issued in February and was supposed to enter a final plea on July 26th, but no-showed the court date.
I feel like if you're on suspicion of murder, you probably shouldn't be granted bail at all.
He was wearing a monitoring cuff on his ankle. What?
Well, it's not like he ran away. He wasn't hiding from the cops.
He no-showed his court date. They had a warrant out for him. Why didn't they just go pick his ass up?
Wait, there's no way there's no way that's possible.
It says that he was wearing a monitoring cuff on his ankle at the time of his latest arrest. So he had an ankle monitor on. Why didn't they just look up the fucking ankle monitor after he no-showed his court date back in July and fucking arrest him?
No, that can't be true. I don't believe that. He must have fucking tampered with it because you would just pick him up. If you know where he is, you're allowed to just go unless you can't serve a search warrant. Like that doesn't make any sense.
This also leads into it's the second time this month that cold French fries have led to an altercation at McDonald's.
I saw a guy screaming at McDonald's for getting they ordered him a small soda and he fucking screaming. He ordered a large and he wanted his money back.
Was it Larry?
Dude, they're all $1. What do you mean you want your money back?
Is that like when you ordered that small fry from Larry?
No. See, you're not even getting the story correct.
It was a medium fry.
You think that I ordered it. I didn't. But it's like he wanted his money back. Every drink is $1 at McDonald's. What money do you want back? If I don't understand, if they rung you up for a small and you wanted a large, Why would either party be screaming about that? Just give them the large. It's $1.
Yeah, it's
The
not
same
like it's a price increase of it goes up to $17.
Just fucking idiots. Can't imagine throwing a fit in fast food restaurant.
Oh, you ready for this one though? Last week, so now this was 2 weeks ago, a Brooklyn McDonald's worker in New York died after he was shot in the neck because of a disagreement over cold French fries. A woman was angry that her fries were cold and approached a worker identified as Matthew Webb and started arguing with him. The woman was reportedly FaceTiming her son at the time, and he's accused of then stopping by the restaurant later on and shooting Webb in the neck.
A lot of fast food fuck ups. That guy punched a fucking dude at Wendy's for no reason.
Like, God, people are just angry for no reason.
This is why I park at McDonald's and have them bring the food out to me.
You don't do the drive-thru?
There's no drive-thru at this one, but it's easier than sitting in the drive-thru. I could just park and sit there.
That's
and
true.
bring your food out to you. I feel bad sometimes when it's raining, but I'm like, fuck you, I'm not getting out of my car. I think I'm going to try these today. It's Takis Blue Heat.
I think it may be spicy. How
And
spicy?
I got this McDonald's on the brain. I got Oreos, whatever the fuck this is, and then I got passion fruit Gatorade.
Oh.
A week to try this fucking Gatorade.
You probably should start off with the Gatorade.
Ooh, that smells passion fruity.
Passion fruity.
It's very mild tasting. It tastes basically like lemon lime, and then you get a little hint of whatever the fuck a passion fruit is. I'm not. Oh god, it says extreme on it. Fuck.
You're gonna die.
These are also probably like when did you buy this box? Like 2 months ago?
At least.
Oh, they kind of smell like the sweet and spicy chili Doritos. So
They said that they're not as hot as the Takis Fuego.
might not be that bad actually.
They get hotter in the aftertaste, it says.
Oh, great. Yep, I feel it. And it's building. Yep. That is awful.
He's going back for another trip.
Can it stop though? It's still building.
I don't think it does.
Like, let's see if it goes away with when you drink, because that's the kind of heat I can at least deal with.
It's hot chili pepper.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. It kind of okay, no, it's a little coming back kind of. They're good though. It's not bad.
It's not bad, but it's building. You're going back for more though, so I guess it works, right?
They taste good. It's just not bad. I do like the sweet and spicy chili Doritos. Wonder if my shit's gonna be blue. I'll report back next week. Or to start shitting out fucking Grover.
Cookie Monster.
Oh, Grover.
You shouldn't even have the Oreo because you're not gonna be able to taste it probably.
No, it's not that spicy. I'm not good with spice. So it's it's still spicy in the mouth. So the Torta Oreo. Look that up by Milka. I have another one of these. It's not Oreo, it's something else, but I'll do that next week. And then I'm pretty much out of stuff from that box. So what exactly is this?
It says one layer with Oreo filling and another layer has milk chocolate filling.
Oh, I think this is going to be fucking amazing. If it wasn't as dry as it is, it would be even better. It's good, but it's dry. And then I'm going to try the Takis with it.
There you go. Chocolate and spice kind of goes.
Oh my god, it's so spicy. Fuck. Why am I eating these?
You're like an addict. You can't quit it, but you keep going back. You know it's not right for you, but you keep going back for more.
This isn't bad. It's just a little too dry. And next week. So the Takis are good. I can't handle spice. Not good with spice. Oh, now I feel it in the back of my throat. Fuck.
You're gonna die.
Oh god. Oh man. You talk for the rest of the podcast.
You're just gonna be sipping. You're gonna run out of Gatorade soon before the heat runs out.
Too bad they don't have a pause feature because inevitably I'm gonna have to pee now. Oh god, put these get these away from me, because I'll fucking eat another one because they do taste good until you get the fucking heat.
So they're good until the aftertaste.
How am I gonna read the bracket off?
Did you start sweating from it at least?
No, thankfully. God damn it! Let me go for the water. It's all in the throat now. Ugh, fucking hell. Fuck you, Takis. Ugh, God damn it. All right, the biggest scams. Number one is fucking Takis. Such a fucking oh, now it's starting to like, the heat is right here and like in the chest.
It's in your chest?
I had like 4 of these fucking things.
You had way more than 4.
No, I literally only had like, yeah, it was like 4.
It was like 8.
No, I definitely did not eat that many. I had one with the chocolate, and I had 2 before that, and then 1 after the chocolate.
We'll take it to the video later. I'll count.
Oh, God. All right, the biggest scams. I already don't like this list. Number 1 is the Nigerian prince, which is, the classic scam. And then number 16 is fucking Manti Te'o's girlfriend.
Oh, they made a Netflix documentary about that.
This is going to be the shortest episode yet.
Nigerian prince wins, though.
I'm going to throw up. All right, this is so poorly seated. Number 8 is taxes, and number 9 is the healthcare system.
The healthcare system isn't a scam. It just should be universal healthcare and free for everybody, like other countries.
No, I'd say it's a bigger scam than taxes.
I wouldn't call it. I'd call it a money grab. Is that really a scam?
Yeah. I mean, come on. They're scamming us and paying. If I go to a hospital and be like, it's fucking $2,000 for a fucking Advil, it's a scam. I would say I'd say the healthcare system more than taxes. God, my head starts to hurt now. I think I might die from these Takis.
You might.
Never fucking doing that shit again. The Flaming Mountain Dew is easier to try than this. I'm going healthcare system. All right, maybe you can explain what the fuck this is. Number 5 seed is Dr. Love and a picture of this black guy. Who is Dr. Love? What does that mean?
I've never heard of Dr. Love. Oh, wait.
Can you look it up?
He's a fake teen doctor known as Dr. Love, was arrested again on fraud. Oh, so he's fake. He's apparently 18 years old and has no medical training.
What was he doing?
Posing as a doctor, taking money from patients.
Where?
Florida,
in a fucking basement? What?
Florida.
No, but where? Like an office building?
Let's
Or
see.
Was he like having people come over to his basement? Like, what the fuck?
Let's see. I just pulled up an article from West Palm Beach. It was in Tampa. A 23-year-old Florida man who posed as a doctor and spent time in prison as a teenager has been arrested again on charges of fraud and grand theft. Malachi Love Robinson, also known as Dr. Love, was released hours after his arrest. Let's see. Love Robinson asked clients to send money to his personal bank account rather than to the shipping company he worked for. Accused of taking over $10,000 that belonged to the company. Okay, let's back to the Dr. Love. Patients told, he pled guilty to several charges, including fraud, grand theft, and practicing medicine without a license, stemming from his arrest in 2016. Patients told investigators Love Robinson claimed he held several degrees, including a PhD and an MD. They didn't realize he was only 18 years old at the time. He was accused of stealing $35,000 from an elderly patient in 2015, and authorities say he was illegally operating a medical practice complete with an office, a lab coat, and a stethoscope.
How did he get the office? Like, you can get a lab coat and a stethoscope, but how the fuck did he get an office? Could you imagine just going to a doctor with, like, no reviews or anything?
It says Love Robinson insisted to police that he did not pose as a medical doctor, but was a naturopathic physician.
What is that?
We'll look that up. He served 21 months in a maximum security prison near Fort Myers. I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say that 5 seat's probably going to advance, but also why is
never heard of him?
Oh, so like It's basically he was saying that he was an alternative medicine doctor.
Oh, fuck off. That's a pretty big scam, but we didn't even heard. We've never even heard of it. NFTs are kind of. That's the 12 seed. The whole world of NFTs are just fucking
I don't get NFTs.
dumb. It's so dumb. I cannot believe people fell for that.
I don't understand them.
But I think at least NFTs, like at some point they made some money, like if you were able to sell them quick or whatever. But like I remember WWE did a John Cena NFT. I think they sold like 15 of them or some shit. Like,
Please explain NFTs to me because I literally don't understand them.
it's a fucking like they released something that it's like a picture, but you literally own it, and it's like traced back to like a fucking blockchain or some shit where it's like you can. I mean, you can still screenshot it, but like somebody actually like if somebody sold that picture and then you bought it, you like literally own the picture. So if somebody else tried to like sell it, they would trace back like, oh, you're not Chris Remy, you don't own that, you can't sell it. But I don't understand why anybody would care for that.
It seems stupid to me.
I feel like that should win. Just can it be a tie? Like,
But I feel like the
whole world is being scammed by fucking NFTs.
Yeah, but that old lady got scammed out of 35 grand by Dr. Love.
Dumbass Floridians. I don't feel bad for them. Do you think Rob Presley went to Dr. Love?
Probably.
I think
Who's the worst doctor, Dr. Love or Dr. Oz? I might actually go Dr. Oz. Might be worse.
I would go to Dr. Love if I had to choose between the two. I'd let Dr. Love, if that's a real picture of him too.
Yeah,
I'd let him do whatever he wanted to me before I went to talk to Dr. Oz. Fuck that guy.
It is because I looked him up and yeah, that was him older than when he was 18. 18, he looked like a baby.
So
he was basically Doogie Howser.
He wishes he was Doogie Howser. I feel like NFTs is more broad, but the worst scam is pretending to be a doctor. But we've also never heard of Dr. Love.
I mean, I'm sure we did. It was like, oh, another Florida thing. Florida's going to Florida. Then we just quickly moved past it.
I never heard of them. I lean towards NFTs, but it doesn't really matter to me. I feel like they're going to lose to. Out of here online. Well, I just got a alert from my McAfee. It's online scams.
That's creepy.
That's really fucking weird. All right, we'll go NFTs. All right, number 4 seed. Calls about your car's extended warranty.
I get those at least 4 times a day.
Still fucking ridiculous. And then 13, tipping on iPads for random things. I fucking hate that too. But is that really a scam?
I don't think that's a scam. You're leaving a tip.
But it's like when you go to a counter, order food, and then it says, "Do you want to leave a tip?" It's like, no, it's fucking fast food. Like when I went to the barbecue place, they sometimes they would flip the iPad around and be like, "Leave a tip." Like, I just placed the order with you. You didn't do anything. Like leaving you a tip. But it's definitely the extended warranties because those are a fucking nuisance. Or it's like they call us about like, we want to purchase your house. I'm like, I don't fucking own a house. Leave me alone. Number 3 seed, college, versus the 14 seed. I didn't know this was a scam. Chapstick?
How is chapstick? How is college a scam?
No, because you don't really need it. I'm guessing.
Kind of do.
And it's also really expensive. But look up chapstick. Look up chapstick. Is that a scam?
Let's see. Because they're saying that chapstick is not effective.
I don't know. I've never been able to consistently apply chapstick. I hate putting shit on my lips. It's fucking annoying.
It says when you swipe on a layer of your favorite chapstick, you might think that you're adding moisture to your dry cock lips. However, it contains wax.
Say dry cock lips? What?
Cracked lips, you fucker.
I was like, what's a dry cock lip?
However, your lip balm actually contains wax or petrolatum that creates a watertight barrier, preventing your internal skin moisture from evaporating or escaping from the surface of your lips. So it's not adding moisture, it's retaining the moisture to make it not leave. So they're saying it's a hoax. That's bullshit. That's stupid. They're both stupid. NFTs is going to beat them now.
We're on the complete other side of the bracket.
Oh, because extended warranties against NFTs. This one's going to lose to whoever the next thing is.
I feel like college costs way more than chapstick, so I would say college.
But college isn't a scam, though. It's too much money, but the higher education is important.
I mean, that's the whole point. You're paying way too much money. You're being scammed out of all that money. especially when a lot of places you get a fucking huge degree and you can't fucking do anything with it. So I get why it's on here. It's fucking chapstick. I've never even heard of that. All right, number 6 and 11. Having to work until you die. I don't know how that's really a scam. It's just the world we fucking live in. And then 11, this is winning, the funeral business, 100%.
Oh yeah.
Would you like the ultra luxury casket for fucking what? They're dead.
Yeah, I heart funeral.
Would you like the one that seals completely? Who the fuck gives a shit?
Well, you would kind of give a shit if the zombies are coming. Uh-oh. You've completely frozen now. I don't know if we're still recording. I'm just going to keep talking. Matthew has frozen. Bad things might be happening. I am going to take a screenshot, if anybody is still listening, of how he is frozen currently. That is hysterical to me. We will see what happens. 26 minutes in. This is what happens when you take 2 weeks off. Bad things happen. You have frozenness that occurs within your podcast. I think we might have peaked at episode 40. Episode 40 during the brackets. Never a good thing. And Matt has left. It is just me. I'm the only one in the show. Everyone can see and hear me. It looks like I'm flying solo. I wish I had the rest of that bracket because obviously it's not good. Not good at all. Don't know what the other things were, but funerals are kind of a scam. Kind of hoping Matt comes back into this podcast soon, but it still says we're live. I'm not sure if that means it's still going to record on his end or not. But I still, he was saying that college is a scam, and really, is college a scam? It does cost too much money, but it's not a scam. Having a college degree shouldn't be viewed as, an investment, because you could still get a job and have a successful career without having a college degree. But, people who go to med school, doctors, engineers, you need that level of higher education. And I feel like that does cost money, but you shouldn't be put into, crippling debt for the fact that, you went to school. That's, even going to medical school, you're going to pay, hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt to get that degree. And I think that's not fair. That's why I think college loan debt should be suspended and should be not a thing. Like, you shouldn't have to have a college loan to be able to you shouldn't have to give up all your money, is what I'm basically saying, as I'm rambling on here trying to figure out where the hell Matt is. I don't think it's a scam, though.
How is it still recording?
I was still talking that entire time. I was just going on and on, being like, I hope Matt comes back because this is going to be awkward.
There's no possible way you could have possibly still been recording that. I'm the one who set this up. I lost Wi-Fi. I completely disconnected from the thing.
I guess because I was still in it. It was still live. I'm curious what it's going to be like, because I was like, hope Matt comes back. And then I went on like a 2-minute tangent about how I don't think college is a scam and why.
How are you not smart enough to understand what they mean? Like, I don't understand. Everyone.
No, I understand what they mean. Like,
it's absolutely 1,000% a scam.
You need a higher education to be a doctor. You shouldn't be put into crippling debt because of it. So that's why I don't think college is a scam. You're spending too much money on it, but it's not a scam.
That's
the education you're getting isn't useless.
A scam. And that's also that. What are you talking about? 1% of the population who becomes a doctor.
But it's not just doctors, engineers, all those things that you need, like a medical, a PhD, things like that.
You're not guaranteed anything with that degree, though.
You get the education to be able to do that job. You shouldn't be put into crippling debt because of it. You shouldn't be put into debt because of it. So I think that aspect of it is, and college loan repayment, canceling all debt should happen, because you shouldn't be put into crippling debt to be able to get that education. That's bullshit. But that's not a scam.
Scam.
Not a scam.
You're so fucking stupid sometimes. It's mind blowing. That's the whole point.
One. No,
it's the whole point. Yeah, it's like I don't know.
Oh, and you're
how to talk
again.
to somebody that's dumb. You're paying the money. It's like fucking. It's like taxes are not a scam, but the amount of money you have to pay is a scam. That's a fucking scam. is actually something that should be on the list, and I'm surprised it isn't higher. The 2 seed, okay, it makes sense why it's a 3 seed. Although I might put it over fucking Nigerian princes. You have to be really dumb to fall for a Nigerian prince.
Elderly people fall for that a lot, though.
You became stupid as you got older. It's like your cognitive, like, don't pick up the phone if you're fucking over 80 or something. Like, you should be able to understand what a scam is, unless you have fucking like dementia.
Well, that's the thing. A lot of people who are elderly kind of forget what they're doing.
They shouldn't be on the internet at all. Then just sit at home and watch TV. College is absolutely deserves to be on the list. Working until you die isn't really a scam. That's just fucking like life. Like we don't make enough money, so you have to work.
Thanks, Biden.
Funeral business. That's 100% winning, and then number 7 and 10, popular vote in a presidential election. And that's more useless than fucking scam. And then the arcade claw games. Depending on which kind of arcade claw game, they're not all scams. The ones that are skill-based are not scams. The ones that are like specifically have to make a certain amount of money to pay out, then that's like all arcade games now. I wish I knew that as a kid. Like, I wasn't actually good at some of them. It wasn't my fault. It wasn't ready to pay out. That's why I wouldn't get a toy.
I wish I knew that when I was younger. I think I just learned that right now, actually.
Because as soon as you see that it's not grabbing, it's not your fault. It's just not ready to pay out. So any guys who have an arcade machine and you make it skill-based, shout out to you. You're a real hero.
Otherwise, it's just timing-based then, based on when you go there of when it has to pay out based on how many people have used it.
Yeah, there's a lot of channels on TikTok where they're like, I know this claw cutting machine is ready to pay out. I'm like, how the fuck do you know that? Because it's like one little thing happens and you're like, yes, it's ready to pay out. But it's like, I never knew that with claw games. So I wasted so much fucking money on fucking prizes I never needed.
And you said the 7 seed was the popular vote in an election?
Yeah. I don't know how that's really a scam.
The Electoral College is a fucking scam. The popular vote should be what matters.
You don't think college is a scam, but you think that falls under scam?
Yeah, it's a complete scam. Look at 2016. Trump won because he won more electoral votes in specific states, even though Hillary had more of the population actually want her to be president. That's a scam. Dumb as fuck.
Just because it's dumb doesn't necessarily mean it's a scam.
It's a scam.
Nobody had a problem with it, even though, I mean, it's really kind of been dumb.
I've always had a problem with it.
Since 2000, yeah, I'm sure you have. Since 2000, it made no sense to me. It's like, just because that makes everyone's vote seem like less important.
Yep.
Like, I'm not going to go vote. I know Connecticut's going to be blue. I can theoretically not vote and it changes nothing. Or it could vote and it changes nothing again. But if everybody's fucking vote mattered, I think that changes a lot. I don't know why people would be against it.
Exactly. Because the Republicans would never win.
means the same as fucking somebody's in California. It's just one vote. Like, that's what it should be. But I what was the reason? They didn't want stupid people voting for like Batman. Like, you're gonna fucking have a billion people just write in somebody stupid and then they win. What would happen if that actually happened? If the whole country just came together and just voted for The Rock and he wasn't running, is he president?
I think so, because he won.
Or can the government just be like, no, sorry, he was not a candidate. You cannot vote for him.
He could probably decide not to be, but you could write in. Yeah, you could.
Could you imagine if you just, sorry, Dwayne, you won. You have to. If there's no, I don't know which one to pick, because I guess by default, Clara are arcade games. Any arcade games. So 2 and 15. 15's a little weird, but 2 is going to win. Ponzi and pyramid schemes.
Yep.
Like an actual scam. And then 15, bathroom attendants. I can't tell you the last time I saw a bathroom attendant.
I can't tell you.
Do they still exist?
Last time I did for the Ponzi and scams, was it just a picture of Bernie Madoff?
Yep. 100%. It's just him. I thought it was like Ben Franklin at first for a second. I was like, what? Oh, yeah. Fucking Bernie. Is he still alive? Or did he die?
Didn't he kill himself?
Bernie Madoff? I think he's having like a fucking luxury prison sentence. He's the fucking, I thought I read an article where it's like the prisoners like love him if he's still alive.
He died he died last year of natural causes at the age of 82.
I thought I saw that he died. Yeah, fuck that guy. So that 100% bathroom attendance. I mean, I guess that's a scam. It's like, what the fuck do you? Yeah, thanks for handing me the towel. Like,
But did he wet the towel for Tom?
He wouldn't have. No. All right, so we got Nigerian princes versus the healthcare system. I'm saying the healthcare system fucks over more people than this. They also just got a generic picture of some. This is probably like a really nice family man from Nigeria or something. Or he's probably from like fucking Toledo, and it's just fucking had a costume on or some shit. Poor guy.
Also, how does that beat Ponzi and pyramid schemes? Like, how is that a higher seed?
Yeah, I still think the healthcare system. It's a fucking big issue. I'm surprised that's only a 9 seed.
I'll go healthcare system. No issues.
So then what did we do? NFTs versus
The car's extended warranty. The car's extended warranty's got to win.
warranty. At least that doesn't like. Could you imagine falling for that shit? Like you happen to you have to be like in this perfect storm where it's like my warranty for my car is coming up, and then they call you and you're like, oh shit, let me do that. Like you got to be a fucking moron to fall for that. Anybody whose number I don't have saved, I don't even answer the phone. Now if they leave me a voicemail, great. And if it's fucking spam, I can delete it. If it's not, I'm like, oh shit, I probably should have picked that up.
I actually have my phone now set up that if it's a number calling me that is not in my contacts, it's automatically silenced, so I don't even see it.
I should fucking do that because nobody calls me. So when I get a call, I get nervous. I'm like, somebody's dead. What's happening?
Somebody's dead or who do I owe money to?
And I hate how it shows like who it is because then I'm like, oh, I know who this is, but I don't want to talk to them or something like that. Like somebody called me and I was like, I don't know who this is, but it's an actual name. And it turned out to be somebody work related. I just didn't pick up. But like when it shows up as just numbers, I'm like, I know instantly. I'm like, this is useless. Fuck you. I'm not picking that up. But I haven't had my phone on anything but vibrate for like at least 10 years. Like I don't even know what my ringtone would be if I turned it on.
Really? I don't even keep my phone on vibrate. I only keep the sound on when I'm home because I tend to lose my phone a lot.
That makes sense. But you keep it on silent in your pocket?
Yeah.
So somebody texts you, you just don't know?
Yeah.
That I couldn't do.
In our group chat, I don't get the notifications. I just randomly will open it up and see the messages.
That doesn't make any sense, though. You don't. Why? What's the point?
I don't like having my phone always show up with notifications. So like I don't get the notifications.
Yeah, but they still show up, right? It just doesn't vibrate.
No, it doesn't even show up. I have notifications turned off.
That's like the most obscure thing I've ever heard. You know, like somebody could text you like, "Hey, your wife's in the hospital," and you have no fucking idea. You just have to open up the text app to see. That's basically That's ridiculous. Aren't iPhones like mine show up? These are my notifications. They're up top. Like that's work email, the group chat, your Snapchat. So I see those. I'm like, I have to get rid of them. So I open them. Aren't yours like in the app?
Well, yeah, but I can also pull it up. I don't get the notifications that I have it, but I can pull it up to see.
Like, let me see the fucking group chat. If I send you a text right now. Yeah, I sent one.
So I don't get it. I have a calendar invite, so then I actually have to open my phone, go into it, and then I see it. So I don't get any of the notifications.
So when you opened it up, it shows up?
Yeah.
Like, what did you just open? Like the phone?
I know I opened the actual WhatsApp chat.
That's more annoying because then you're like, do I have a message? Let me check. No. Do I have a message? Let me check. Yes.
That's what I do.
He's so stupid. He doesn't have notifications on. He just opens the app and sees if we said anything. I hate him. Hope he dies.
Did you just voice that? You did just voice text that. That's amazing.
Half the time it like says the wrong words, and I'm like, it's like I'm gonna get into a car accident one of these days. I have to stop voice texting while driving because I'll be like, he's so stupid. He doesn't have notification. It'll like fucking autocorrect to some random words, and I just look dumb. Like I said the other day, what was it? I think it was about Joe Biden, and I had to like delete it and like fucking type it in because I was like, I'm not gonna say the wrong fucking thing. He's gonna think I'm a fucking moron.
That's right. I tried to text Kate the other day asking if it was time to have a cocktail, and my phone thought I said cockatoo. And so I said, is it time to have a cockatoo? I'm like, great, thanks.
Why would it ever, like, I just don't understand. Some of these words you've never said before. I'm just like autocorrects. I'm reading fucking work emails. What the fuck is happening? Get off. Where were we? So we, where the fuck are we? Healthcare system, and then
Against
cars
cars extended
warranty.
warranty. So now we go on to college versus funeral. I kind of lean funeral is the bigger scam.
I hate the funeral people because they prey on like the most vulnerable people. College, at least you're choosing to go to college. If you're fucking planning a funeral, you didn't exactly choose that unless you murdered the person and then planned it.
But even then, it shouldn't cost $4,000 to bury a dead guy. Like,
Well, they shouldn't be trying to push that shit on you.
yeah. This will be the most comfortable resting place. Fuck you, they're dead. I don't care if they're comfortable.
I think there was one. I think it might have been a Penn and Teller bullshit episode where it was like, this casket is special because it seals everything in, so nothing can. And it's just like, why do you need that? They're rotting in the ground. Who cares? I'm gonna go funeral business because they're fucking pariahs. And then arcade and Ponzi.
Ponzi scheme's got to win.
So it's the healthcare system versus your car's extended warranty. The healthcare system blows. Do we just go to the finals and say Ponzi scheme versus the fucking healthcare system?
Yeah, and I kind of lean Ponzi scheme.
I'm trying to think because everybody is affected by the healthcare system. But way more, like you can lose like your whole, I guess you can lose your whole fucking life to the healthcare system. I lean healthcare just because more people are affected by it. But the Ponzi schemes are just like, they're literally, there's nothing good about a Ponzi. At least healthcare system can like work for some people.
The healthcare system isn't a scam in any country other than America. Ponzi schemes happen all over the world.
And I guess there's like, I don't know, it's not like people are dumb for falling for it necessarily, because I'm sure Bernie Madoff presented himself really well. And when it first starts out, you're like, yeah, I invested and I made so much fucking money, and just, that's why I fucking get scared. Like I don't want to fucking give anybody my money. I'm gonna say Ponzi scheme. That should have been number one, not the fucking Nigerian prince.
Nigerian prince should have been up there, but Ponzi scheme should have been the 1 seed.
All right, biggest scams is these fucking brackets. I'm trying to see what was a good one. Randy just sent me this one. I kind of like. Who would you trade lives with? I'm trying to write down what we're talking about so it's easier for me to remember how to fucking make the episode previews.
Who would you trade lives with?
So the number 1 seed is not. If I could have given you 1,000 guesses, this person's popular, especially right now. I don't know why would this be a 1 seed? Like of a billion, you'd think it would be a billionaire, right? Like Elon Musk, fucking somebody.
It's not like Drake, is it?
The number 1, I think Drake would probably be maybe not a better seed, but number 1 seed is Harry Styles. He's got a really good fucking life right now, but I don't know if he'd be my number 1 choice to trade lives with.
He probably wouldn't be top 60 for me.
And number 16, why would this be on the list at all? I thought this was going to be a people you'd want to trade lives with. Number 16, Andrew Tate.
I mean,
fucking
why would
idiot.
anybody? He just got banned from like every type of platform.
That guy's a moron. All right, 8 and 9 seed. Jay-Z versus Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh, wow.
Ronaldo's younger, but Jay-Z's married to Beyonce, and he's worth billions. Ronaldo's also better looking.
Yeah, I would say Ronaldo's got the better looks. He's more athletic.
But he's one of the best to ever do what he does. Same with Jay-Z.
Lower cholesterol, probably.
That's true, too. Since he's younger, let me see what his net worth is, because that's really all I give a shit about. He's probably worth a couple $100 million. 5-year. Okay, he surpassed $1 billion in career earnings. I'm taking Ronaldo then. But Jay-Z is a Yankee fan.
Jay-Z's net worth is $1.3 billion.
Plus, he's with Beyonce. Fuck, this is really tough. This is a good 8-9. Who would I rather be with, Ronaldo's wife or Beyonce?
I'm looking up his wife right. Look at those abs that Ronaldo has, though. Like, I kind of lean Ronaldo.
I think I might take Ronaldo, dump her, and then just go on a fucking bender. I'm gonna go Ronaldo. Number 5. Oh wow. Number 5 and 12. Derek Jeter versus Tom Brady. Can I go neither?
Yeah, I would say I would not want to be either of them. Fuck them both.
I don't want to beat Derek Jeter because he's like, at least Brady's still playing. My boss, or one of the Mitchells, did not like the fact that Jeter was not at Paul O'Neill Day. Said he doesn't really have any respect for Jeter anymore.
Oh, he had a prior commitment.
Yeah, but do we know what it was? Was it real? How long did he know about it?
It could have been a birthday for all we know.
His fucking daughter's first bowel movement or some shit like that. Like, fuck off, Derek.
I mean, it could have been. Who knows?
I would pick Jeter simply because I at least rooted for Jeter. He played for our favorite team. Tom Brady is just fucking outside of the Bucks days, which he's at least tolerable. Fucking couldn't stand the guy.
I actually find him more intolerable now because he's trying to be
because he's all over the place.
And how he's trying to be different than he was on the Patriots, but also
it's probably because this is who he really is, and he wasn't allowed to.
But the fact that, like, I know he's the greatest quarterback of all time, all that stuff. The fact that they just let him leave camp
based on winning.
True, but they let him leave camp and do whatever the fuck he wants. He went to the Bahamas with his wife to spend time with her. No other player can fucking do that on your team. Fuck off. If I'm Mike Evans, I'm like, suck a dick, Tom.
You think so, or Mike Evans is just like? Although what's funny is Mike Evans had great numbers with Winston even.
Yeah.
So like, not like Winston was even that bad. He just threw a lot of interceptions, but he still threw it for a fuck ton of yards. But I feel like Aaron Rodgers could probably do that shit. But it's these special like fucking. I wonder why he did that. Like, did he actually go to the Bahamas as well as leave for 11 days for no reason, or were those related?
They were related. He left for 11 days and went to the Bahamas.
You sure he wasn't doing the Masked Singer?
Pretty sure.
I wonder if it was like actual personal reasons. Like, do you think they were like trying to get divorced or some bullshit?
There's like rumors of that. So he was like spending time with it, but it's still bullshit. No other player got the opportunity.
Just retire, you dick fuck.
Yeah, seriously. Like that annoys me.
So we're picking Jeter?
Yeah, I just hope Jeter loses the next round.
Okay, Barstool should just fucking like kill themselves. Number 4 and 13. I can't I'm gonna eat the whole bag of Takis so I die, just so I don't have to read this fucking thing. MySpace Tom versus LeBron. How is LeBron a 13 seed?
And how is MySpace Tom a 4 seed? Should Zuckerberg and
is this 2005
be on there too? Like, what's
if it's 2005, then I'm taking MySpace Tom.
He's got a better hairline than LeBron. I'll give him that.
That's true. I don't understand. Like, what is MySpace Tom even up to right now? Why is he on this list?
LeBron's worth $1 billion.
Let's see what Tom's net worth is. His net worth is, I was looking at his height. It says 1.2 meters. I was like, he's worth 1.8 billion. It doesn't even have, like, why are we even still discussing this? It's fucking LeBron.
Yeah, it's LeBron.
This is an interesting. Do they just throw like a fucking darts at people's faces and make these 3 and 14? Adam Sandler versus Mark Cuban.
I would go Cuban.
I feel like they're actually closer in age than you would think. Mark Cuban is 64. Adam Sandler's what, 58? No, he's not. He's 55 already. God damn. He's worth 4.6 billion. Adam Sandler is worth what? What do you think he's worth? A couple $100 million?
I'd say like 220 million.
420, not bad. I would probably lean towards Cuban.
I would go Cuban, not even just because of the money, but he's actually doing stuff to help people too. His whole cost plus drug company.
Happy Gilmore helped affordable. Me. I was a hockey player stuck in a rut, and I fucking found golf. Oh wow, this is a pretty good seed. 6 versus 11. Michael Jordan versus Johnny Sins.
Wow, I'm going Jordan.
Yeah, as much of a great life as Johnny Sins must have, like I would take his life over mine. If I got to be Michael Jordan, even though he's almost 60, I think he is 60 now.
What was that seeding?
6 and 11.
So Harry Styles, 1 seed. LeBron,
because he's young, popular.
13 seed.
I'm guessing because he's young. I wonder what his net worth is. I mean, he was in One Direction, and he's fucking selling out everywhere. He's already worth 90 million.
I would say he can't even be worth 100 million yet.
Actually, he's not that young. He's 27, I think. One Direction's been around for a while. He's 28. Interesting. All right.
He is with Olivia Wilde, though. I forgot about that.
He also does have those terrible tattoos. But this feels like a 2007 matchup. John Mayer and Paris Hilton. What?
I go John Mayer.
I mean, I wouldn't have to change where I'm from, so it's kind of cool. I went to the same high school, same town. I'll take John Mayer. And then this is really weird. I don't know how she's a 15 seed, but the 2 seed is Leonardo DiCaprio, and the 15 seed is Kim Kardashian.
I'm going Leo. Easy. Not even a hesitation.
She's worth more money, but we're already guys, so I would take Leo.
But also, how did she become famous?
So she became a billionaire, though. I don't care how fucking. Who cares? That sex tape wasn't even a good sex tape. You didn't see a lot. She should go back and try again. So we got Harry Styles versus Ronaldo.
I'm going Ronaldo.
I would take Harry Styles, I think. Even though he's got the. Ronaldo's probably better looking, but I think that's a toss-up. What would I rather do? I would rather be a singer than a fucking soccer player. You have much more freedom being a singer.
Do you though? You're on tour.
You don't have to be on tour.
Your life is driven by the record label.
Ronaldo
You're basically held
has
hostage by the record label.
Ronaldo has to play for wherever his fucking team is. Harry Styles can choose where he tours.
Yeah, but also if he doesn't want to release the type of music that his record label wants him to, he's forced into doing it.
Do you know anything about music? Do
You
you
know,
think Harry Styles?
Kesha couldn't release music for years because of her record label.
Yeah, that's one artist. You think Harry Styles is dying to record a heavy metal album and they won't let him? This is what his music is.
You never know. He could go country. You don't know that.
Absolutely not. Cristiano Ronaldo is the fucking property of a sports team. Same
I'm
principle.
I'd go Ronaldo because there's no way Harry Styles should be a 1 seed.
How old is Ronaldo?
36,
Ronaldo's 37. Yeah, we're just as old as he is. I'm taking the fucking 10-year difference and going Harry Styles.
But you're also going to go with the guy who has, what, $900 million less dollars?
Yeah, but he's 28 and he's rising in popularity. That's enough money for me. I don't know what his actual net worth is. It says he surpassed $1 billion in earnings. It didn't say what his net worth is. Let's see. His net worth is $500 million.
So five times the amount.
I want to be. Oh well, I forgot. Harry Styles is he's from the UK. Ronaldo's where? Portugal. Let's see. I'm doing whatever I can to be younger. I'm taking fucking Harry Styles. He's from Portugal. I'm going Harry Styles. You're going Ronaldo. And then it's Derek Jeter and LeBron James. Fuck. I don't want to be either of those.
I'm going LeBron. Easily.
But he's such a fucking doofus. You prepared to have
Derek
a
Jeter's
terrible
a douchebag.
Most people don't view him as a douchebag.
LeBron has a personality. He gives back to kids. Jeter and his stupid Turn 2 foundation. Fuck him. Fuck Jeter.
So his foundation is bad, but LeBron's is good.
Fuck Jeter.
Don't say Derek Jeter doesn't do it, but he's also older by a lot. Do I have to be LeBron, like his personality? If I take his life, do I have to be a fucking flopping douchebag on the court?
You could just divorce the wife that's ugly and get somebody better.
No, I'm talking about. That's not what I didn't say that at all. I said, do I have to be a flopping douchebag? And you talk shit about his wife. Such a terrible person. First you condone murder on a podcast, and then you fucking talk shit about his wife. Are you literally just that person? Like everything about them? Or can I like just switch lives and be who I am?
I think it's everything about them.
He's such a bitch, but I would take LeBron. So he's still active. He's great off the court.
He also doesn't live in Florida like Jeter.
Jeter's boring, to be honest. So we got Mark Cuban versus Michael Jordan. Battle of the Billionaires. I'm going to take the fucking greatest basketball player ever and just be Michael Jordan.
Yeah, I'd probably go Jordan, even though you're an asshole then, too.
Yeah. I wonder if he's what level of actual asshole he is.
Probably
I
huge.
forget who it was, but it was like a black guy celebrity asked him for a picture, and he's like, I don't take pictures with blank. And I was like, oh, interesting. Can I change my answer to Johnny Sins? I can just fuck bitches every day.
No, but then you probably get chlamydia.
It's fine. I already had that. So John Mayer and Leonardo DiCaprio seems easy to me.
Yeah, I go John Mayer.
I really hope you're joking.
Yeah, it's Leo.
That dirty, grimy bastard. Yeah, Leo. How old is Leo now? You think? What is he? 45?
Probably 46 at this point.
At this point, he's 47 already. That's crazy, and he looks fucking better than a lot of 20 fucking year olds. So we got Harry Styles versus Ronaldo versus LeBron. LeBron's what? A couple years older than we are. About the same age as Ronaldo. But he plays fucking. I would rather be a singer. I'd rather be a musician.
Ronaldo's a little bit younger.
What, by a month? A couple months?
LeBron is December of 84. Ronaldo's February 85, so 2 months.
I think I'd lean Harry Styles just so I could be a singer. I don't want to play soccer. I don't want to play in the fucking NBA.
The end result is Leonardo DiCaprio is winning either way. I mean,
he's probably the best option of the bunch because he's an actor, and that's the best occupation on here, other than like Cuban, who's just a billionaire owner. Jordan's too old. Yeah, I feel like DiCaprio is just going to win anyway.
because I mean, Jordan, even take out the age, he's an asshole. So you're taking over like his life. He's a douche.
But you're already an asshole. What is it? We're already assholes. What does it matter?
Bigger asshole, but also really big gambler.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Could you imagine just what do you do for a living? I gamble. Yeah, I mean, I would pick DiCaprio, even though he's 47. He's fucking.
And he's probably like biohacking. He's like 47, but his liver age is like 22.
He gets stem cells injected into his asshole every week on the set of his new Martin Scorsese movie. All right, those are your two brackets for this week. Hopefully, we don't run into any more fucking Wi-Fi issues. I hope once this ends, it just is one clip because that's weird. I started the room, I left the room. Somehow you were able to still talk.
I hope those like 2.5 minutes of me just rambling on stay in the episode.
I mean, I got back into the room, so theoretically it should just be one long clip. So I think we're all right.
We love technical difficulties after 2 weeks off.
Fucking ridiculous. So those are the brackets. Let me see how many I have left. If we run out of those, we're fucked. I have 1, 2, 3. I have 5 left. All right, we're all right. All right. I have a random pay-per-view up. Are you ready?
Sure.
There's 3. There's pre-show matches. I'm not going to do those yet. All right. This one's pretty easy. I think you'll get this maybe relatively quickly. All right. Seth Rollins defeated Dolph Ziggler for the Intercontinental title.
Okay, next.
The New Day with Kofi Kingston, so the other two fuckers, defeated the Bludgeon Brothers, RIP Luke Harper.
Oh my God,
for the SmackDown Tag Team titles, but it was via disqualification.
Via disqualification. Okay. Next.
So this one's gonna have a big hint because I'll give you what the match was about. Braun Strowman defeated Kevin Owens by pinfall. It was for the Money in the Bank contract. So at least you have an idea. Like if you asked me what year he won the contract, I wouldn't remember, but at least you have an idea of the general area when it was. I feel like the next match you're going to be able to at least pinpoint. Because I'll be honest, I was reading over this card. I don't really remember the show at all.
So I want to say, knowing you, I feel like we're like in the. Okay, next.
Charlotte defeated Carmella and Becky Lynch for the SmackDown Women's Championship.
This is a SummerSlam. This has to be a SummerSlam.
That's the only match I remember from this card where I was like, oh, yes, okay, I could have gotten at least a guess.
So the Bludgeon Brothers, God. Didn't Luke Harper die in 2020? He died in December of 2020.
Yeah. God, it's already been fucking.
That's
Jeez.
insane. So this has to be 2017 or 2018. Braun over Owens. Okay, next.
Samoa Joe defeated AJ Styles by disqualification for the WWE title.
Okay, so we definitely AJ Styles in WWE. He came 20. I'm gonna say next.
Oh, interesting. The Miz defeated Daniel Bryan. No memory of that.
SummerSlam 2018.
Yep. The only reason I would have gotten it is Charlotte. That's when fucking Becky turned fucking heel and then became like fucking the most popular person ever.
Daniel Bryan actually having a match that helped narrow that down for me. I was gonna say 2017 at first, but Bryan actually wrestling made it 2018 for me.
Balor defeated Corbin. Nakamura defeated Jeff Hardy. No memory of that for the U.S. title. Ronda defeated Alexa Bliss, and then Roman defeated Brock Lesnar in 6 minutes and 10 seconds.
Was Brock the champ?
Yeah. That's a shitty main event. What the fuck? They had 3 20-minute plus matches.
They did?
Yeah. Seth and Dolph, Joe and AJ, and then Miz and Bryan went over 20 minutes.
Was this when Samoa Joe was talking about Wendy all the time?
Yeah.
Okay.
AJ Styles' memorable fucking title reign. All right, let's see if I can find another one that's good. You want me to give you one that you're going to just be like, what the fuck? How would I ever have forgotten this?
Yes.
All right, let's see what it is. All right, how about this? All right, you ready? Savio Vega defeated Waylon Mercy. If you can get it off of this, I will just suck you on camera.
Okay, so God.
Just say next.
This has to be like 94 or 95, so it's going to be some random in your house. Next.
Oh, God. Psycho Sid defeated Henry O. Godwin.
He was still Henry O. Godwin. Okay. We have no Midian yet. We have no Mark Canterbury. So we're definitely got to be, I'm going to say 95. Next.
Where was I? British Bulldog defeated Bam Bam Bigelow.
Was Bam Bam Bigelow part of Money Incorporated yet?
I'm not giving you any hints.
So it doesn't say like with Ted DiBiase or anything like that. Okay. Next.
Do you want those hints?
No, it doesn't. You don't have to give them to me if it's not there.
Well, I mean, I didn't give you anything with the last one. I'm not saying like who's with, like unless you want that.
Wait, there was somebody with the last one? Okay.
No, like the last pay-per-view. Like I didn't say like fucking, Braun Strowman with fucking Midian or whatever the fuck. British Bulldog. Fucking Dean Douglas defeated Razor Ramon. All right, I'll give you this one. Dean Douglas was with Bob Backlund. I have no fucking memory of that whatsoever.
When the fuck was Bob Backlund with Dean Douglas?
I have no fucking idea. But I'll tell you that Psycho Sid was with Ted DiBiase at the time.
Okay, so
I have no clue when he was fucking. There's one match in this card where you're going to be like, okay, I can remember this pay-per-view. I don't know if you can guess which one it was.
Next.
Bret Hart defeated Jean-Pierre Lafitte, a.k.a. PCO.
I have no recollection of this match.
You don't remember that feud over him stealing his jacket?
No, none at all.
They had a feud based on him stealing his fucking jacket.
This is definitely an in your house. It's just a matter of which number. Next.
All right, the main event. This one you'll know. I don't know if you know which exactly. I don't think I would remember which one it was, but which pay-per-view. Diesel and Shawn Michaels defeated the British Bulldog and Yokozuna for the tag titles. All of the titles were on the line.
So this was world title and tag titles.
And then Owen came out at the end, and they fucking ended up pinning Owen, and then the whole shit show. But that was the main event. All the titles were on the line.
It was Intercontinental too, right?
All of them.
Okay. Definitely in your house.
And then for some reason they gave you Goldust Bob Holly, Ahmed Johnson versus Skip, and then The Undertaker defeated Mabel. Dark matches after a pay-per-view. Those fucking days.
Dark match?
Do you imagine seeing the fucking like main event and then you get Goldust and Bob Holly for no reason? For 12 minutes?
That's pretty terrible. Now
Like,
my
why?
question. My question:
The dark match before was Fatu versus Triple H.
Was it Mabel or was it King Mabel?
It's King Mabel with
So
Sir
that is
Mo. I gave you the.
1995.
You're lucky I even gave you the dark matches. You fuck.
That is 1995 because I remember he beat Savio Vega in the finals. Wow, Savio Vega getting on a pay-per-view and King Mabel in a goddamn dark match after winning King in the Ring. I'm gonna say
Oh no.
In Your House 4.
Oh, you're very close. It was In Your House 3. So close. You just guessed basically.
Yes, I knew it had to be one of the first like couple In Your Houses.
In Your
I
House
want to
3.
say wasn't In Your House 1 like
AKA In Your House triple header.
wasn't the first In Your House like in 1995 too as well?
They started in 95. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I miss In Your House. Like, that's when I was like really getting into wrestling as like a young teenager, or like I'd say 95. We were what, fucking 9.
Yeah, 9.
So it was like starting to be like, all right, now we get shit every month. I'm starting to watch all the time.
Did we talk about the big return in WWE last night? Spoilers?
Or a small return if you're talking about his size.
That's
Jonathan
true.
Gargano randomly shows up in Toronto for absolutely no reason. Completely out of the blue. Like not during a match, not during a promo. He just shows up at a commercial.
Back from commercial, his music hits. I didn't realize it was his music at first.
It took Toronto like for it to say Gargano on the screen for them to react. I can't remember because I heard it and I was like, what's going on? And then I saw it and then it put 2 and 2 together. Because I couldn't really hear the song. And I was just like, what is happening right now? And then I saw his name and I was like, are you fucking serious?
Yeah, I honestly thought like I was like, did I fall asleep and I'm dreaming about this? Because I was starting to like nod off.
I didn't even think about him coming back, even though Triple H loves him. It just wasn't like somebody I was even thinking about. I wanted to do a list. Can you find a list of everybody who is in AEW right now that worked for NXT? And could you imagine if Triple H started like a year ago, how many of them would still be here? I guarantee you, I feel like Adam Cole would not have left. I feel like he would have stayed.
Kyle and Bobby would have stayed too.
I feel like Adam Cole's their meal ticket, so they would have definitely stayed for sure.
The entire Undisputed Era would be on the main roster reunited right now.
Now, I wonder if Adam Cole was like, I'm sure he's really happy because he gets to work in the company with his girlfriend. But I feel like he's probably like, fuck, I probably would be in a much better spot if I had just stayed, especially since it's not just like Vince is gone and like Nick Khan is running creative. It's like fucking Triple H built his entire promotion around you, and you could have been that same thing on the main roster, and now you're in fucking AEW, and I don't even know the last time I saw you.
He's out injured.
Is he injured? Are they all injured?
They're all injured.
But they just beat down the Young Bucks.
Yeah,
2 or 3 weeks ago.
And that was the first time he's been on in weeks, and now he's off, so the Young Bucks and Omega can win the trios titles, and then I'm sure they'll come back and feud.
There's no way he's in a better spot now, other than
definitely not.
Maybe working in a bigger environment than NXT. But like, I really feel like he would have stayed.
As I'm pulling up the AEW roster, I mean, think about the people that Triple H has already brought back. Gargano.
Well, there's guys who left, and then there's guys who got fired. It's not like people knew. We're like, listen, just wait like a year, and you'll see something. Nobody knew Vince was going to leave, so I don't blame somebody like Cole for leaving at all.
I give Triple H credit with staying in touch with these guys even after they either left, like Johnny did, or got released.
But I wonder how much he stayed in touch. Like, people think Shane leaked that letter.
It would not surprise me.
But like, I wonder how much Triple H knew if he was like, he heard about it, the rumblings, and was like, listen, guys, shit's might go down, so just don't go anywhere. Or if he was just like, listen, if I ever get in charge, like maybe in fucking 10 years when he dies, we'll call you.
I've been slipping arsenic in his morning coffee. It's going to happen eventually.
Yeah, fucking antifreeze. I feel like a lot of these guys wouldn't. Like Keith Lee, he got fired, obviously. If he knew that, 6 months from now or whenever the fuck it was, Vince was going to get fired, he probably wouldn't have signed in AEW.
All right, so I'm going through like the list in alphabetical order. We already talked about Adam Cole.
You're just on you're on the Wikipedia page of the personnel.
100%.
Yeah, that's what I looked at. I was like, I don't want to do this. I'll let him do it.
So obviously Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly, we can all lump them together. Bobby got released. Kyle chose to leave and not renew. I feel like they would all still be there with Cole. And honestly, the Diamond Mine probably wouldn't fucking happen because Roddy would have gone up to the main roster.
I just feel like Cole would stay. Even
I
though
agree.
being with his girlfriend and his other friends would have been fun, I feel like if he had a chance to be on the main roster under Triple H, he stays.
Here's one that definitely still would have gone to AEW, not even hesitation. Bryan Danielson. He would have been gone. He would have gotten released under Triple H.
I wonder what Triple H would have done with him if we would have let him wrestle more and do more stuff.
I doubt it.
might have.
He never liked him though.
I don't think that's true. He saved him from a concussion. Come on. That's interesting. That's a toss up for me. I don't know. I think he probably still would have left because he wants to work in Japan.
Buddy Matthews.
Which has he even done? I don't even know.
Not yet. I don't think he has yet. Buddy Matthews, I feel like probably still goes.
Nobody cares. Yeah. Didn't he get fired?
I believe he got released. Now this one's an interesting one for me, and I feel like if and when their contracts are up, it's a possibility. FTR. They chose to leave.
I feel like they wouldn't have left if Triple H was in charge.
Because they wouldn't have gotten like the stupid shaving the back gimmick and all that stuff.
I feel like they would have stayed, especially under Trips. Even though it would have been cool to wrestle the Young Bucks for them, I feel like they stay.
I feel like there's a chance they actually come back when their contracts are up.
Now, yeah, I think so.
Chris Jericho still goes.
Yeah, 100%.
Christian Cage.
Yeah, he
still goes.
Yeah.
Cesaro stays.
Yeah, he would have gotten re-signed.
He would have probably gotten a world title run, maybe. Him versus Gunther? Come on. CM Punk still goes.
I don't really count him. He was gone way before.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit. Cole Carter, man.
Fuck is that?
Dude, come on, that's 2 times.
Who the fuck is that?
From the family, Tony D'Angelo. He's in AEW now.
Oh, well, he got released for a fucking... He just got released. Triple H was in charge then, wasn't he?
That's true. He was just coming in charge, yeah.
At least Lorenzo didn't. That's still weird that there's a fucking guy named Lorenzo in fucking NXT.
Dustin Rhodes, goes still. Like, come on.
No, I'm not dignifying that with a response, of course. Fuck that guy.
Jake Hager, bye-bye, you're gone.
I just meant like NXT guys.
What about Moxley? Honestly, I know you said NXT guys. What about Moxley?
I think he probably leaves.
I think there's a better chance he comes back. Eventually.
I wonder if he would come back. I still don't think he would want to. I think he likes having more freedom. But it would be interesting. I would give anything for him to come back.
John, it's Paul here. You know what? We're going to give you less money, but you can bleed. I'm in.
That's probably one reason why he wouldn't come back is because he can't bleed.
You can't cut yourself today, John. You're just doing a promo. But maybe the mic hits me.
John, it's an in-home promo. Fucking relax.
Malachi Black stays.
Well, 100%. He would be so much better off right now.
Here's an interesting one. 3.0. Former 3.0.
They just re-signed, too.
Yeah, and they extend. I feel like they would have stayed or come back.
I mean, I don't even know. They're not terrible in the ring, but they're not actually but they're fucking funny. I
their personalities are great.
I actually they're one of my favorites in AEW. So I feel like Triple H probably doesn't care enough about them to be like, yeah, I would bring you back because they're more of a comedy side act. But
yeah,
they probably, I guess, if they were not released and they had a choice, they'd probably have just stayed. But that's a toss up.
Miro stays.
I wonder if he probably. I think
actually, you know what? He didn't. He doesn't
probably
want to be on the road.
Yeah,
he'd leave. He'd leave.
Left. Yeah. Or he at least it'd be a chance he would stay. He'd probably at least listen. But I would say he'd probably still leave.
This one's interesting. Parker Boudreaux.
I don't know what Triple H ever saw in that guy. Isn't it Bordeaux?
Is it Bordeaux? I thought it was.
I've never even heard them say his name, to be honest. I don't remember. I thought it was. I just can't read, so I thought it was Bordeaux. That sounds cool. Scarlet Bordeaux. So obviously, Cross never gets released to begin with.
Oh, definitely.
Triple H is obsessed with the guy, almost as much as you are.
But also, his gimmick now is much better than when he was originally on the main roster without Scarlet, instantly.
No, come on. You didn't like the fucking bondage stuff?
That was terrible. And Kevin Owens even having the old NXT T-shirt.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was like, that's like a fucking clear message.
I appreciate that.
People up. I do kind of miss the Ezekiel Kevin Owens though, and I feel like obviously Elias has to be coming back, right?
Maybe he's going to end up.
Was the whole point of getting Ezekiel hurt so that Elias could come back and avenge, or at least just come back?
Or maybe he goes to NXT again. He
I'd
could
be
be
like,
good
listen, Ezekiel tried, he
NXT
got
2.0.
hurt, and he doesn't want to come back anymore, so I'm going to take his place or something. Like, give me Elias again. He needs, like, what, 5-6 months to grow his beard out?
Maybe not even that much, a couple months.
Just bring Elias back. I miss Elias.
This one, I feel like if Triple H was in charge, would still be there. Samoa Joe.
Probably, yeah. I don't see why he would leave.
Honestly, that also William Regal.
Oh, yeah. He never would have let Regal go.
God. Swerve Strickland. Keith Lee.
Keith Lee got fired. But if let's say he gets fired and then 2 weeks later Triple H is in charge,
He's back.
he probably goes back. Same with Swerve.
Like Hit Row. I mean, Hit Row is good. With Swerve, they're better, but they're still good.
I'm just not into Hit Row without Swerve. He was the whole point of it for me. Like, he's the fucking the best wrestler in there, the best talker in there,
Yeah,
best fucking looking guy in there. I do like B-Fab, but I don't like fucking AJ Francis.
they're still entertaining. But
Like, I like him on the fucking A&E like Treasure show, but like just seeing him in the fucking ring, that fat fucking guy, bald head douchebag trying to act cool, is just not for me.
You know, the
I'm glad they're back.
females are kind of interesting to me because I feel like almost every one of these would still be in WWE.
Females are very interesting to me too.
Like Athena, Ember Moon, whatever you want to call her.
I don't miss her at all, but
I don't miss her at all, but I feel like she'd still be in WWE.
Probably.
You
could also say, would Triple H have released them? Probably not.
The only one that I think he still would have released, and obviously she got released a while ago, is Tay Conti, Tay Mello, whatever you want to fucking call her.
Yeah, she didn't really do anything.
She was, Tony Storm would 1,000% not have asked for her release if Triple H was in charge. Ruby Soho would not have gotten released.
Probably not. I mean, they brought back Sarah Logan for fuck's sake. I don't think any of these people would be released.
And I didn't even realize that she was in.
No,
I didn't even notice her.
Well, I was wondering what the fuck it was, and then I saw the Viking Raiders, and I think I either left the room or turned the channel off because I didn't care enough, and I didn't even see it.
Do you think Big Show would still be there?
Oh my god, I fucking hope not.
Mark Henry.
Remember, that's the main reason why I like soured on AEW. They signed the Big Show and people freaked out. Like,
yep, game changer.
Just stop. Like, he's so bad.
Game changer. But I mean, like, now having Johnny Gargano back, like, think of all the matches that you can have now. Because Randy had actually sent me, the top 5 dream matches for Seth Rollins. Fucking Johnny might be number 1 on it for me.
There's a lot. I'd just give me fucking Tomasino Ciampa again. Start giving people their first names back.
Yep.
Fucking hate that shit.
Give me Tommaso Ciampa with his original NXT theme song.
I don't know if Triple H can even do it. It's probably something with fucking copyright.
Oh, it has to be, but if you could at least very least give me his first name back, because
I don't understand
Ciampa
why NXT copyrights are not you can't translate them over to the fucking main. Like, what is it? It doesn't make any sense.
Give me. I know you're never going to give me Donovan Dijak, but at least give me Dijakovic again. Just give me Dijakovic.
You don't like Terry Barlea? That was one of my favorite fucking jokes. What are you talking about? My name's Terry Barlea. Like,
love T-Bar. Love T-Bar.
Fucking
like, it's so refreshing having Triple H be in charge. And you can see, like, it's not just Vince's old show and they're doing like it's a complete 180 from what it was with Vince. It's amazing.
Is it really though, or are we just brainwashed? Like, because I've been watching and I'm like, all right, it's a good show. But I'm like, am I just so happy that fucking Triple H is in charge that I'm not really paying attention and it's the same show, or is there really something different about it?
I think
three hours is still too long.
Yeah,
but at least it's like entertaining for most of the time.
Like from opening to end last night, I was entertained all 3 hours. It kept my attention. I used to turn off Raw at like 10 p.m. and just go to bed most of the time.
Although I'll be honest, that main event really didn't do anything.
They should have ended the show with Johnny, and I know why they ended it with Edge. I get it. I know.
I didn't really care. You see, he's going to retire next year.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, because I want to go out on a fucking random Raw in Toronto. Good for you, Adam.
It was every match was good.
I don't care about Edge for some reason. I just don't give a shit.
And I'm really not going to care about Edge, Beth, and Ray against Judgment Day at Clash of the Castle. at all.
Not at all. I requested that day off so I could watch that show. If Drew doesn't fucking win, I'm gonna kill somebody.
He probably won't.
Like, I'm gonna fucking murder your entire family.
Do you think
He doesn't win.
that he probably won't? But then, like, how do you get the titles off Roman?
That's why he has to.
How do you
lose.
split the titles, first of all?
Pissing me off. Roman gets a rematch. Somebody else wants a fucking match, and you just give me the 2 out of 3 falls match. I don't care.
Drew versus Cross versus Roman, 2 out of 3 falls.
Are they really going to put the title on Cross right away?
Let Roman go away for a few months.
Let him take a fucking vacation or some shit. Even though he's fucking hardly on TV anymore. Although he's on TV, he just doesn't wrestle as much.
That the promo from Johnny last night, which it was good, and then Theory coming out. Give me Johnny versus Theory for the goddamn Austin Theory. Give him his fucking first name back.
He's not gonna lose you gonna have him lose his first match?
It'd be amazing. I'm gonna have it be for the briefcase. Somehow,
Johnny loses.
Johnny wins though. Give him the briefcase. Shoot him to the moon. Let him beat Roman. I don't care.
He's too small. At least build him up to beat Roman. That's completely non-believable right now, especially right now when he's like this fucking he's like shorter than you are. Actually, I think you're shorter. He's probably like what, 5'7"?
I'm 5'7".
I thought you were 5'6".
No, I'm 5'7".
Johnny,
my driver's license says 5'8".
Somehow says he's 5'10".
My ass, he's 5'10". My ass. Sorry, Johnny, you're not 5'10".
Interesting.
You're not 5'10".
Is there anybody else on the AEW roster?
That was pretty much everybody that was like in NXT. Vicky Guerrero. Oh, Stokely Hathaway. He'd still be there.
Probably, but I can do without him.
Yeah,
I do kind of miss him in Diamond Mine. Roddy's just like, I'm like completely done with him. He's so fucking annoying. That character. Wow, this entire time this thing has had brackets. Fuck. God damn it.
He's a whiny bitch on the show.
Roddy's really annoying. I don't care for Diamond Mine that much. I like the Creeds when they're wrestling. I don't need to listen to them talk.
Yeah, the Creeds wrestling. They
terrific. Need a fucking mouthpiece.
Yep.
Didn't somebody just sign a huge extension in AEW, or was that just 2.0? Maybe I had a dream about this, but like Adam Cole, for some reason, I want to say he just signed for like 7 years, but he's
signed for another 5 years.
For a while.
I think another 5.
Is he dumb?
I think he signed through 2027 or something like that.
That's where I get the 7. Was it before Triple H?
Yeah, I think so.
He made a huge fucking mistake. Huge mistake.
He made a calculated decision and shot and missed.
Can he file or find a great lawyer and get him out of that contract? Like, he's gonna fucking waste away. If he's not champion, they only have 1 world title. They only have like 3 hours worth of programming. How are they ever gonna put the title on him?
So I have a Jeff Passan bomb that he just tweeted.
It's fucking August. What fucking bombs are dropping?
Los Angeles Angels owner Artie Moreno is exploring selling the team.
Wow, he's fucking sick of paying money to fucking lose.
So Aaron Judge will not be signing with the Angels next year. He's going to be a Giant, baby.
Unless the team wants to fucking... I wonder who would buy it if they would be like, we need to cut costs or we need to fucking keep going. Because it's not really Moreno's fault. He's spending the fucking money.
He's just spending it stupidly. Or the GM is spending it stupidly.
It never seems to work out. Like the fucking contract for Trout was like, he keeps getting injured, right? Otani worked. Rendon did not. He gets hurt. But even at the time, people were like, he's going to get way overpaid.
Pujols. Dumb.
At the time, it was like,
dumb.
I mean, you got to get the guy to sign with you. So I get why they did it. But he was good for a couple of years, and even then he wasn't as good as he was.
I mean, even the Cardinals were like, "Nah, we good. You're like a reigning MVP. You're at the age of 31. We're good. We're good, Alex. I mean, Albert." He had really 2 good seasons, and the 2 good seasons he had were not that. He hit home runs.
But he still hit home runs, yeah. He just average was not good.
With the Cardinals, career .327 batting average. With the Angels...
What year did he leave? How old was he? Like 29, 31 or something like that?
After his age 31 season, he left the Cardinals. He was with the Cardinals for 12 years, from age 21 through 31.
You gave him a 10-year deal at 31. I can see why it didn't exactly work out.
So he was a career .327 hitter with the Cardinals in 12 years, playing 1,700 games. In 10 years with the Angels, only 1,181 games, career 256. He was a complete shell of himself. He had, with the Cardinals, he won 3 MVPs, but had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of his 12. No, all 11 years, he was a top 10 MVP. Every year with the Cardinals, he was top 10 MVP.
That's insane.
With the Angels, he finished 17th twice.
Pretty good.
He was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9-time All-Star with the Cardinals. No, 10-time because he was an All-Star this year. 10-time All-Star with the Cardinals, once with the Angels.
He was an All-Star this year because he's retiring, right?
Yeah, 100%.
That's why I don't. That's why it's such a stupid stat to say. There's one, I forget who it was, but he was an All-Star in more seasons than he played because they used to do like 2 All-Star games a year. So like, what the? It's fucking dumb. I forget who it was, but they showed that stat. He's like 22 years. He was a 23-time All-Star, and you're like, what the fuck? Could you imagine doing the 2? You should do MLB All-Stars at the end of the year, like the Pro Bowl, and that should be an All-Star. Because you could have a great first half. Like, look at Clay Holmes. He's not an All-Star this year. He's fucking terrible.
Look at
he had
even
a good first half.
Garrett Cole.
He shouldn't have been an All-Star even to begin with.
Okay, I'm going to give you a great baseball stat here that I saw that just was insane. All right, I'm going to give you give me the complete list of pitchers, or tell me how many pitchers. You don't even have to give me. I'll tell you who they are. You just give me the number.
That changed like 4 times in 2 seconds. What am I doing?
Tell
what
me
is this?
how
What's
many.
happening?
I'll give you the full list, but tell me how many pitchers in the last 100 years allowed no more than 1 total earned run in their first 4 starts for a National League team, and were given a win in all 4 games.
So not DeGrom?
Not DeGrom.
Wait, so they gave up 1 or less runs?
1 total run.
One total run in
no
4...
more than 1 total run in their first 4 starts, and had a win in all 4 starts.
Of a season or of their career?
Of the season in the on a National League team. So you could have been in the American League getting traded to the National League or getting called up in the National League.
Did anybody do it this year?
Yes.
Was it Alcantara?
Nope.
Somebody did it this year?
Yep.
That seems like an absurdly tough thing to do. 1 run in 4 games, and you got to win in all 4 games?
Yep. So I'll tell you, it's 2 people
Scherzer?
all time. 2 people all time.
Oh, Jesus.
In the last 100 years allowed
And
no
somebody
more
did it this year?
Fernando Valenzuela did it in 1981 for the Dodgers.
Makes sense.
And Jordan fucking Montgomery just did it for the Cardinals.
Oh, yeah.
He just pitched a 99-pitch, complete game, 1-hit shutout yesterday.
I don't care if Harrison Bader is, like, great. Why are you trading a starting pitcher for a defensive outfielder?
The Yankees did not believe in Montgomery. They had him rated as the guy that was not going to even make the playoff roster.
I mean, he hasn't shown enough where it's like, yeah, this guy's definitely our number 1 or number 2. But, like, shown enough where we also never gave him any run support. He was solid enough to where you would keep him because we have no fucking pitching.
We never gave him run support. We also never gave him a leash. The second he started getting like 80 pitches, we would pull him.
Yeah,
but they looked at it. They looked at who they have. They have Cole. They have Cortez. They're going to have Severino. They have Montas. They have Tyone. Montgomery was never making the playoffs, the roster. He was never going to be on the roster.
I mean, at this point, when I would have taken Montgomery over Tyone because he's been terrible. He was terrible for like a month and a half.
I think they feel like Tyone brings more to the team that could help them. Like Tyone could potentially be in the bullpen in the playoffs.
And how is Montgomery so good right now? Is he playing? Are they playing shitty teams? I mean, he beat us. So yes, that's
his pitch mix. They're having him throw his 4-seam more.
So Matt Blake sucks.
So they lowered his percentage of 2-seam fastballs, increased the percentage of his 4-seam fastball, and he's pitching off the 4-seam now. Where Matt Blake usually has Matt Blake's philosophy is less fastballs, more breaking balls.
I mean, if it's not working that well, where he's not that great, fucking do you change?
But also, Montgomery wasn't bad on us either. He's just much better now.
Also, Cole sucks. Like, somebody fix him.
Cole is the best bad pitcher. Like, he has 1 bad inning, and then he's shut down. But stop having the bad, like the littlest thing sets him
Is
off.
he shot? Like I don't trust him at all.
But didn't you see that stat? Like if you take out like his 5 worst starts, he's got like a sub-2 ERA. But those 5 worst starts, he's given up like 90 runs.
But you can't do that as an ace. You can have
No.
one, maybe 2, like horrible starts for like Scherzer's bad start was 4 runs in what 7 innings.
Yep.
6
6
in whatever
2/3.
inning. Like that's acceptable. Cole is like 4 innings, 9 runs. Like you
Yeah,
can't
but Cole is
fucking
like
do that.
4 or 5 runs in 1 inning and then nothing.
Yeah.
Like he did it against the Mariners. He did it against whoever he just
can't
pitched
do that.
against. Like
you're not an ace.
He's too hot or cold.
It's a bad contract. Sorry, it is. We needed to do it. I'm fine with it, but he's just not good now without Spider Tack. I'm willing to let every pitcher cheat if we can have Spider Tack back. I don't.
Yeah,
care.
Chapman would be good again.
Yeah, we have no bullpen now. The Yankees are not going anywhere. If they still sneak into the playoffs somehow, they're not going anywhere. They're not winning a series. I don't even think they're winning a game, to be honest.
I think, honestly, if once we get to the playoffs, maybe Clay Holmes, who's supposed to be back next week, maybe his back injury is fixed and he's the Clay Holmes that he was the first 3 months of the season.
Yeah, but
maybe.
he won't have a lead to fucking do anything with, so it won't
That's
matter.
true.
I honestly don't think they'd win a game. They're just that bad. Speaking
I
of
joked around the other day, we always start every season absolutely awful, then get hot to fizzle out in the playoffs. This year we started out hotter than hot.
Is that true though? Do we ever get hot? I feel like the last few years we had, like last year I think it was, where we went on that one stretch where it was like 22-7 or some shit like that, and like that was it. Other than that, we were like mediocre the whole time.
We always end up getting hot at one point to where we're like, oh, this team's not so bad. Then it kind of falls back to earth. Maybe
2000 we pulled out and then ended up winning the World Series.
3-15, our final 18 games.
Like maybe we can fucking do that.
With this team, we were not as good as that hot start that we had, but we're not as bad as
But our win-loss expected record is fucking like 10 games off or some shit.
Yeah, we should still be the best team in baseball because we keep blowing games that we shouldn't be blowing. And our record in one-run games recently has been awful when it was really good. We're blowing winnable games because we're having unexpected outcomes. Like that game that we blew, that Holmes blew that 4-run lead.
Yeah, one last night.
Yeah, it's maybe, and honestly, a lot of that has to do, Rizzo's been hurt. You can see that he's still hurt. He's not right. We lost Stanton. Stanton being hurt doesn't help. Carpenter being hurt doesn't help. We lost King, Green,
I miss
Holmes.
Matty Carp.
We lost.
Really throwing
Chad
Green in there?
Well, I mean, he was.
When did he get hurt? Did he play at all this year?
Yeah, he was pitched. I think he got hurt in May.
I don't know. It's been such a long season. I have no idea.
And honestly,
it's been such a long month and a half that I've forgotten everything. The
fact that we finally were smart and called up Marinaccio, you got to ride Marinaccio until he fucking falls off the earth, which is going to eventually happen. It's gonna. But maybe by the time Marinaccio is dead, Holmes is back or Efros is back. Maybe Lou Trevino is actually going to be fucking something right now, other than himself.
Yeah, he'll be fucking something. All right,
so I don't think we're as bad as we've been playing, but we weren't as good as there. I think we're somewhere in the middle.
Yes, you do. You're a fraud. You think we're we think we're the worst team ever. I see the group text. Every time somebody throws a ball, you're like, we're done.
When we play like this, we're a fourth place team.
First pitch of the game, high and outside, we're done.
I still think they're going to blow the division. I still think Toronto wins the division.
Yeah, they played like shit the entire time except against us. Like literally, they were just as bad, if not worse, than we were, and then they beat us 3 times. So I think they're pretty bad.
I think
we're gonna probably end up playing them in the fucking first round. Or
well, we'll find out in a couple of weeks if Benintendi got the vaccine or not. If you can go to Canada.
I feel like he probably did.
I think he did too.
All right, I have an unusual death. We did the fucking Camille, whatever, the sinkhole idiot.
Yep.
Something has happened since then, so it's an unknown though. So maybe you can find more information on this. Unknown. A 65-year-old man was hit in the head by a hammer throw used at a Highland Games event in the Netherlands. The thrower lost his balance and the hammer, a metal ball with a stick attached to it, flew over a hedge and struck the man in the head, killing him instantly. He wasn't even part of the games. He was probably a spectator.
That's awful. When was this?
August 7th.
2.5 weeks ago. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see what I can find out. 65-year-old hammer throw. That's just effing painful.
Fucking Thor wannabe here.
Wow. So that brings us to on this day. So let's see. We actually have a bunch of birthdays that happened on this day. So let's see.
Yeah.
Barbara Eden, famous for I Dream of Jeannie. She turns 91 today.
Who was also, I believe, in George Lopez.
Yes, I believe you were right. Did she play like the maid?
No. Oh yeah, that was her. Yeah, she looks like George's dad's wife,
Yes,
but
she
that's
does.
not her either. I think she played the maid who fucking like he thought she was like trying to steal him.
Yeah, like be her mom that he didn't have.
Yeah, fucking
Let's
Barbara
see.
Eden still alive.
91. Keith Moon, drummer from The who passed away of a drug overdose in 1978, would have been 76 today.
You're giving me dead birthdays now.
Dead birthdays. River Phoenix, who died
fucking
29 years ago this Halloween, was born on this day in
Library.
1970, so he would have been 52.
You know who he was seeing play in concert?
Wasn't it? Oh God, who was it?
Johnny Depp.
I could not think of Johnny Depp's
Fucking
name.
Viper Room. Poor Joaquin Phoenix had to witness him die.
Awful. Jane Moore, comedian, also turns 52 today, so he would have been the same age as River Phoenix.
Interesting.
Former Subway spokesperson likes
Jane
to diddle.
Moore?
Jay Moore. You know
Oh,
who it is, right?
I was like, who the fuck is Jane Moore?
Oh, sorry, Jay
Yeah.
Moore.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Former Subway spokesman who likes to diddle little boys, Jared Fogle, turns 45.
In prison? He's still in jail, right?
Yeah, he's in jail for a while, I think. And also, on this day, it's been almost 3 years since he died, but Kobe Bryant would have been 44 today.
Jeez.
Now, we actually do have legitimate deaths that happen on this day. Let's see. Alfred S. Bloomingdale on this day in 1982. He was the heir to the Bloomingdale's department store, died at the age of 66.
Figured.
Hoyt Wilhelm, Hall of Fame pitcher, 8-time All-Star, threw a no-hitter, World Series winner for the Giants. He had died of heart failure at the age of 80 on this day in 2002.
Winner for the Giants.
Won the World Series for the Giants. Threw a no-hitter for the Orioles.
Thought he was just a winner for them.
He was a big winner. Also, this day, 2003. I just said that really weird. 2003. Bobby Bonds passed away at the age of 57 of lung cancer and a brain tumor.
I don't remember that at all.
I don't remember him. I thought he was really old when he died. Did not realize it was of lung cancer and a brain tumor at the age of 57.
I had no idea.
On this day in 2016, Stephen Hill, actor who was in the original Mission Impossible TV series as well as Law and Order, died at the age of 94.
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
And some events that happened on this day. So you kind of made mention to the unusual death for whatever reason kind of reminds me of this. I don't know why, because I'm a dick. On this day in 1305, Scottish patriot William Wallace was executed for high treason by Edward I.
I am William Wallace.
They didn't take his freedom, but they took his head.
And his balls.
On this day in 1998, so 5 years before his dad died, Barry Bonds became the first player in Major League history with 400 home runs and 400 stolen bases.
In one season?
In one season, kind of a record.
That's amazing.
And now I have a couple wrestling.
Who would say that? Who would say that on SportsCenter? Was it Kenny Mayne?
Yes.
Not in one game. That'd be a record.
Not one game. That would be a record.
Oh, good old SportsCenter days.
Bunch of wrestling related ones for you. So let's see. In 1999, the night after SummerSlam, Triple H won his first WWE championship when he defeated Mankind on Raw's War. Mankind's reign lasted less than 24 hours and would prove to be Mick Foley's last championship reign.
That was because Stone Cold didn't want to lose to Triple H for whatever reason. I'm not sure why. But
on this day in 2009, CM Punk defeated Jeff Hardy in a TLC match for the WWE Championship at SummerSlam.
Jeff Hardy? Did Undertaker come out after that one? I feel like he did.
I think so. And then 2015, in a winner-take-all match for the WWE Championship and the United States Championship, Seth Rollins defeated John Cena to win Cena's U.S. title.
Oh, I was at that.
Fucking Do you know John how Stewart. He won? Fucking John Stewart.
I didn't want him to break fucking. That was for him going for 16, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I didn't want him to fucking tie the record. Like, get out of here, bro. What year was that?
That was 2015.
Jesus God, it's so long ago already. And I forgot to do the sports injury.
Oh.
It's Bo Jackson's hip injury and a vascular necrosis.
God, if he never got injured.
It's crazy.
Like, I know he ended up coming back and playing after he had his hip replacement. But, I mean,
But
like,
it wasn't the same.
Jesus, if he never got hurt, he'd probably been a Hall of Famer in the NFL and in Major League Baseball. I really think that.
Insane. Well, that's episode 40. Hopefully we'll be back on the Tuesday schedule. But if we're not, don't freak out. We're probably still alive.
One of us will tell you guys if one of us dies.
Yeah, that'll
Unless we
be on
both die.
at the same. Yeah, but we'll try to coordinate our deaths together so that the podcast just ends. But
I can't live without you.
Yeah, we just fucking Romeo and Juliet it. All right, yeah, episode 40. We're an hour and 40 minutes. It's the perfect time to end.
Bye.